Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. We got the kitty cat here, featuring. She's very pregnant right now. But yeah, we got the kitty cat in a slightly different location because there's just a bit more sunlight here, and there's the doggo over there as well. The dog is very much like. We have the new Squiddy Owl cloned by Yuppie, I believe. The envelope it came in was just bitten up by my dog, so that's why it's just like this. I have this wonderful little bite handle indicator here. Now, two things. One, this was sent to me for free, just for showcase. I've not been told to give any falsely positive opinions on it or any opinions whatsoever. It's just something that I'm here to kind of show off to you guys. If it's trash, I'll tell you it's trash. I have no incentive. I've not been paid to say anything about it. I have no ulterior motive as to something like this. And I don't want to flood the balisong community with false reviews. So have no fears on the integrity of this video. Just because it was sent for free does not mean I will be praising this. I will give you my 100% honest opinion as to how is this dude. And the second thing is you cannot currently buy a brand new Squiddy Owl in the United Kingdom without the use of a proxy. Well, I guess this also is not brand new. Or without getting one secondhand. There are a couple Squiddy Owls in the UK, I believe, that are all secondhand, of course. And I'm not interested necessarily in secondhand products for something like this, which is not something that I really intend to necessarily keep on the channel. I don't know. I may keep this. I really have no expectations for this guy. I kind of expect it to be a little bit trash, but maybe it's good. You know, I've read up. It is 7075 aluminium, so it's actually better material than the real deal. I think the dimensions are slightly different. I think the handle's a bit longer and it's a few grams lighter. But overall, it is, I mean, it's going to be what it's going to be. Beautiful, authentic squid, glow-in-the-dark, bite handle indicator. You won't be able to see it glow in the dark. Why am I trying to show you? Yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Feel free to join the channel if you want to get into it. But other than that, let's get straight into getting this dude out here. So on the sides of the box, you get the cool little plastic Squiddy clone, kind of holographic marking there. Some maintenance stuff here. I'm pretty sure. Oh, there is a TikTok video. Okay, I did not. Wow, the word TikTok video is on there, and you get this nice like Yazoo industry. That's a J, bro. That's a J. That is very much a J, but I guess that's an I in this case. So, yeah, you get this nice little silky tab. So, okay, I guess you can't do that. We'll just pull it open like this. So inside the box, which does pull actually quite smoothly with two hands, you would have a really easy time doing this. You get nothing in there. You get this nice box that comes with a, let's see, bag of tools. You get this rubbish thing here. You get some pretty big looking bushings, some really big looking screws, to be honest. The heads on these are quite big, but they do look like T10 screws. Okay, be careful, the bag may not be sealed closed. Okay, or it might just be a really weak seal. But you get some spare washers, which is nice. Obviously, pivots, bushings, screws, everything you might need to replace on this bad boy. It seems like it just uses brass washers, which I'm not too fussed about. It's a plastic balisong. And then you get this, ooh, this is a really nice material bag here, which says Yuppie on it, and it also has this like Spider-Man. I think it's with the little Squiddy in there. So looking in, oh okay, it does come with a bite handle indicator. Is it one of those like vaping ones? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we'll get rid of that and we'll put on our nice real one, which I guess doesn't help with this being a clone, but I don't believe Yuppie uses the actual Squid Industries logo, which is a good thing. I'm not a fan of clones using the official logos and stuff and the copyrights. You know, using the design is bad enough. But anyways, here is the Squiddy Owl by Yuppie. You know, nothing else is interesting here, so we can just kind of be over here where we're far away enough from the cat that we won't hit her. But, you know, we can take a look at the owl here. And so far, I mean, this machine finish, this texturing, oh wow, okay, you can hear that's like a proper finish there. It's on the side. It is also, it seems like it's just like the raw aluminium. Pinsless. And opening it up, okay, you get this YP, I'm guessing that's a Yuppie, and then some LCBW, whatever that means. lightweight Chinese brick warrior, I don't know, with the classic owl smiley face. It doesn't seem like there's any screws. Yeah, there's no threads in there, so it doesn't come with any like eye weights or anything, which I guess could be a positive or downside for you. I guess there is no adjustable balance for this dude, other than I guess you could take out these end weights, which is an adjustable balance in and of itself. And so I guess, oh well, there's the bite handle. Okay. Well, it does have a correct bite handle, which we have on the wrong side. Okay, it came on the wrong side. How phenomenal. Maybe the handles are back to front. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll pop this quickly on the right side. Does it even matter? No, we'll just pop this down for a second. And we'll just kind of flip it as it is. So, oh yeah, tolerances quickly. A bit of wiggle. Sounds like it's got oil in it. That's your play test. And onto flipping it. Oh! Wait a minute! Okay, it's weird. I say it's weird. There's something that's slightly off. Maybe it's the fact that I think it's got quite a long blade. Like, the blade goes almost all the way down the handle length. It's pinless. Dog, why are you biting your bone so hard? Not so loud. Okay, it doesn't sound like the best thing in the world. But I mean, it doesn't sound terrible. It sounds like a bunch of aluminium clicking around. You can see the cat is very enthused. But honestly, this is the bite handle indicator. I mean, you notice it, but I don't think that's... Well, I guess if you chaplain on it, that's something that you'll notice. Does it chaplain well? I mean, it doesn't seem like it chaplains terribly. It's not the best chaplainer. It does seem like it lacks some end weight on the handles if you want it to be a more handle-biased experience. It's very neutral. It doesn't flip. Yeah, it kind of feels like probably like a Squiddy B-ish with a bit more blade weight. This seems about the same size in terms of like handle length. I don't know, the handles feel a little short, but I'm pretty sure it's just because they aren't crazy wide. But this does seem to be about the same dimensions as a replicant in terms of like the blade length versus the handle length. So it's not actually anything insane. And as a public flipper, as like a, oh, hey dude, it's just a little smiley face dude. This is kind of perfect. Like, pinsless, so you don't have to worry about Zen pins or press fit pins or anything. The pinsless seems like it's pretty good. Oh, it's actually got marks on it already. I guess someone was flipping this in the factory or something. I don't know. Could just be my model. It sounds pretty alright. It's not very quiet, but it's not very loud. It's a little quieter than like a Kraken, especially in that ice pick test, but I think just the standard clacking about is fairly loud. It seems that, does it have like a proper pinless? Oh, okay, it seems like a alright pinless system. Oh, wow, that glistens really nicely. I really like the finish on here. It's not crazy slippery, but it's grippier than I expected this to be. Okay, cat, you are now coming in between my legs. You are in danger zone. I mean, this is like 100 grams. Yes, meow. I do think this is, honestly, for the price, I think this is less than £40. This is about, okay, so it's about half the price. I think the actual Squiddy Owl I checked was £88, plus whatever shipping will be, so £15-ish, right? So it's going to be £100 for a slab of aluminium with like a face, and it's just on washers. I don't know about that. But I think for the price, this isn't a terrible deal. I think it's a slightly odd flipper. It definitely has some funkiness to it. However, I can't say that it flips bad. It does actually flip pretty good. Is it the most competitive thing you're ever going to find? No, it's definitely lacking some end weight. So if you have some zippy end caps, that'll probably make this flip a lot more like a traditional balisong. However, I actually like this slightly blade. It's not blade biased. I mean, if we take a look at the balance, you can see it is neutral with a light handle bias, and you do definitely feel it is slightly more very loud when you drop it. It is slightly more handle biased in terms of it's not the most. Okay, it's very loud when you drop it on wood floors. Just keep in mind. Maybe she's hungry or something. I'm not sure. She wants something from me. It is a very interesting balisong to flip. Like, it is like a handle bias, but it's got loads of tip weight, is the best way I can explain it. As you can see, it does. Let's see, how does it fan? Okay, it doesn't fan like perfectly flat. Okay, I can't do a forwards fan or something. It's pretty flat, to be honest. But honestly, in this kind of fan is where you see a lot of performance. You can see the handle does, I think it's the handle that kicks up slightly. So the handle definitely has more weight in it than the blade, but the weight of the blade is like really well distributed. It's weird having an aluminium blade. Usually you have a steel blade and that's what gives you that nice balance, but I guess having an aluminium blade just changes that quite a lot. It is not the stickiest when it comes to chaplains, but it does stick pretty well. 0Gs are, yeah, not the stickiest. They're a bit flyy, but I think if you don't chaplain like a crazy amount and you do predominantly rollovers, and let's see, does it do like, oh yeah, it does that quite well. Fans really well. I do like how well this fans. There you go, Doggo and Kitty in the same frame. It fans really well. It rollovers quite well. It is slippery. It is aluminium at the end of the day. And I am now noticing the slipperiness. I think she just wants to go outside. Is this locked? No, I'm just a failure. Oh, you can go outside too, Doggo, if you want to. You going outside? Yeah? No? Even the cat's coming back inside. It's like, oh, it's cold in there. Let's not do that. But I do think this is a really solid balisong for the choice. This is a really cool thumbnail. Let's take a picture of that. I didn't expect this to be any good. I am pleasantly surprised. It's T10. I can drop it and scare the animals. So there is that. But it is T10. You can see that's a nice big bit. It's a good size in the hand. And I think something like this, it seems like you should be able to take this on a plane. You should be able to take this in your hand luggage. But it's also cheap enough for a lot of people that this is something that you could probably easily dispose of. Especially if you get one of these secondhand or so. I don't know. Yeah, it's a slightly slippery, but is it really more so than the plastic? I think the plastic is so lightweight that it flies out your hands normally, whereas this is just slightly more slippery. And so, but that's just due to it being aluminium. I'd love to see like an all titanium trainer like this, which obviously there is the Kuno. The Kuno is £400. I think the Kuno is really well designed, to be honest. I think it's a beautiful knife. I love that it's Chamwich, and I'd love to try a Kuno at one point. But at the moment, that's out of the budget, shall we say. It sounds really good. I think this is a really cool knife, toy trainer. This is not the most satisfying in terms of like the tactile feedback, and the sound leaves something to be desired. Oh yeah, there's also the other cat if you want to see. Yeah, there you go. It does leave something to be desired, but honestly, I do think overall, this is going to be something that might actually stay in the collection. This is kind of good. This would be a fantastic public flipper. It's silver, so I imagine it probably won't show the crazy dents off too much. And 7075, which is also a pretty durable aluminium. It's a smiley face, non-threatening. You can give this to whoever you want, and it's pretty much impossible they'll hurt themselves. Like, that's really not sharp. I guess if they whack their knuckles with it, it might be like, oh. But Not really, to be honest. It's so light that it's nothing ridiculous. It is slightly lighter than my Prisma. That's how I can compare it, my Prisma V1. But it's not like immensely lighter. It's maybe like 5 grams lighter. It's not actually like crazy underweight. I do like that they did this little thing that the actual one has. Just this like flattened bit that emulates the sticker. I think it looks cool, and it does actually look like a sticker. I think that just, props to Lucas on the design of that. I think it's a cool design element. I'm a bit sad that, it's a clone, but I'm also not like immensely sad, simply because this has bushings, so this will hold its tolerances probably better than the real deal. Comes with spare hardware, which I'm not sure if the real one does. And you can buy 2 of these for the price of one real one. Well, actually, slightly more than 2 of them for the price of a real one. Of course, in the States, the real one is slightly cheaper. I think it's, $80 or $75? It's actually much more affordable. $85, $90, something like that. Somewhere in that range. It is something that isn't immensely overpriced, but of course we pay like kind of import taxes, all sorts of other taxes over here that, Squid just throws onto the buyer, it makes sense, right? Obviously, it's a United States product. It's not going to come in for free. Yeah, tolerances that's pretty good. I mean, out of the box, Yuppie. Pretty impressed. I've never had a Yuppie product before. I've heard their Krakens were pretty not the best flippers, but this is a pretty good flipper. I know Tianqi or Apocalypse does also make a Squiddy clone. A Squiddy L clone. I don't think it comes in silver. I like the clean silver look. I think it's better for hiding scuffs as well. I do think this is, honestly, if you want something that's a public flipper, that is a bit more quality than something like a Squiddy clone, like the plastic ones. I do think that this is probably straight up you guys' alley. Dude, what on earth is the weather? The weather is really weathering right now. It's making a lot of noise. I think this is probably going to be slightly better for you longevity-wise than the Apocalypse one, just because I don't think Apocalypse comes with extra hardware. Whereas this, obviously, this comes with this whole baggie. I think it comes with Loctite if the screws come loose. I'll let you know how this does, but this so far is a really solid flipper. It has that weird, slight uniqueness that I do enjoy. It kind of keeps me a little bit on my toes, rather than the plastic one, which I had on holiday. It's very much so more of like a Kraken-esque, slightly boring flipper. I think that, oh my goodness, this video is so long. I think that this really is an interesting knife. It is slippery, you can see, but that's like all aluminium, and it's meow. Yes, I know, and I just think that despite the slipperiness, because a lot of aluminium balisongs suffer from slipperiness. Do you want to go outside or not? Like, pick. There you go. A lot of aluminium balisongs do suffer from just not being super grippy. It's not got any jimping. Does that affect the ladders? I think it's light enough that not really. This surface gripping is like actually quite effective, more so than I thought it would be. And I just think it looks cool. And the fact that it's not crazy expensive is also pretty nice. And so I'm pretty happy with this. This is a nice little product to have. It's definitely going to be my main public flipper. Moving forwards, it'll be between this and the Prisma. And to be fair, I'm probably leaning towards this because it is just like a smiley face. It's just like, I mean, you can see the smiley face from like a fair distance away, which is also really pleasant. I just think that's a cool look. Like this, like, hi, it's just like a goofy dude, right? Oh, yeah, the ice pick does sound quite nice. It feels nice. It's like a soft feeling. It is nice. And I like a pincer system, and it's aluminium and aluminium, so it's actually going to be like more durable. This is basically a swordfish that isn't sandwich, you know? What am I saying? I know nothing of the swordfish. I really want to try the swordfish. It looks really cool. It would also be a really good public flipper. Do I think that this is better than the swordfish? I don't know. I don't think the swordfish should be like 4x this price though. Anyways, yeah, before this video gets to, well, okay, it's just clocked 20 minutes. Before this video gets even longer, I think I'm going to put it on pause there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll definitely make a consecutive thoughts video on this dude, because this is like a super interesting balisong. Really, really, it's not bizarre. It's like, I can't exactly put my finger on it, but this flips really well, but it's also a unique enough experience that it's engaging for me. I really do like this. This is not something I was expecting to like. You know, if you want to pick one up for yourself, test it out. There is a link in the comments below. I'm kind of speechless by this guy. It's a really unique flipping balisong. I did not expect it to sound good, flip good. It's a little slippery. I was expecting that from, you know, just aluminium. Hopefully they come up with extra colors in the future. This in like all purple would look sick. I don't know why Squid doesn't do that. All purple Squiddy owl, or even purple thing and silver blade. I don't know. But this is definitely one of the cooler things that I've unboxed lately. This, like, I'll probably gonna be flipping this more than I'll be flipping like the Kraken. You know, this is a super cool, unique balisong. It is about the same price as the G10 Orca, and you're getting a lot more reliability in terms of, it is also pinless design, but you have aluminium handles instead of G10. Obviously, you don't get the titanium blade, but G10 handles on that dude, and that dude had a really weird washer system, which is actually, I love the hardware for it. That hardware is like, okay guys, if you've made it this far in the video, you deserve to know this information, because you guys are the real OGs, but the G10 Orca hardware fits perfectly into the floating series, the one clones, so the Monarch, the Orca, and the Tsunami. So you can actually put them completely onto standard bushings, like plug and play. I tried it on my BR Monarch. It works so well. It's so much better tolerances. They're super tight, just out the box. Really, really well done. Just buy a bunch of G10 Orcas. Ideally with a link that I have somewhere. I don't know. Don't buy a bunch of G10. If you can find hardware for it, or if you have one, keep some of the hardware. Or if you also have a Monarch or Orca or something like that, and just put it onto standard bushings. Trust me, it will change the flipping of the knife so much. The sound will be so much better. I literally want to get another Tsunami and another Monarch, and I want an Orca, and then obviously I want 2 more bloody G10 Orcas, just so I can convert them all onto standard bushings and have that, because that is truly one of the biggest hidden gems that I've found so far. It's like plug and play, no need for anything. You use the bushings and the washers from the G10 Orca in those knives with the stock pivots. Oh, just works fantastically, and aftermarket screws, of course. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you made it this far, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.